Welcome back to my Creative Chronic Live, and today I am back with a little, not flip through, or should I say an update of my Traveller's Notebook. I did a unboxing and a little haul and setup on my channel, which I will link for you, but since then I haven't really used it. I have had a few changes to it, but unfortunately I kind of forgot that I had it, and then I remembered I had it last week and I thought, oh, let me get stuck back in. So what I'll do is I will just open this for you. I've turned my pins down and put them down the bottom here, and then of course the entire setup is already on my YouTube channel. I'll just take this book out for now. So of course we've got the normal kind of dot grid paper, and then another book, and then here we've got some washi tape and where I hold the stickers. This extra section that's got the little pockets, I've not used that as yet. And then we've got a little journaling section, and then here we've got scissors, pencil, a matching midliner which is the lilac colour, and then that comes to the end. So if you want to see a full kind of setup over my channel, I'll link that for you. In the meantime, I will just take out the one book. I haven't decided if it's just a little too much to have everything, or if it's better to keep it minimal or keep it, have extra. I'm not 100% sure. So we'll just pop that there. So this of course is my 2025 planner. I decided, as I was in the month of October, I wanted to do a little setup, so I just used the lilac kind of theme at the moment. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue on in its entirety or if I will change it as I go along. And then I had this kit from Josephine Bow Designs, and I think it's from the advent calendar last year. I think it was called Dreamer or something, I'm not 100% sure. And I thought, well, let me set this up in this. I know this is meant for like a Hobonichi, but it fits perfectly in the TN notebook. Of course you've got a little bit of excess space, but I don't actually mind. And then I use some date dots from Little Bloom Papery, and on this side here I've just got some scripts again, which are all from Little Bloom Papery. So I just wanted to have a little chat about how this is working for me at the moment. Of course I may change this as I go along, but for now it's been okay. So obviously we start off with this section here, which is like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I just wanted to write down like any appointments, things I've had done, like information that I need to mark down. And then here I wasn't quite sure what to do and what I wanted to use these for. I didn't have any idea because I've not used this kit for anything in particular before, except for like the Hobonichi weeks, but that I used it in a different way. So I was like, just use it as a section where if you want to mark something down you can, but I didn't need it, so it's just for decoration at the moment. And then here's just to mark down something that's important or special, like hubby's birthday. I watched Hocus Pocus 1 and 2 with my niece, completed all my knitting squares, and I just like the way that it looks and feels. These I think normally I use for like strips, but I've just used them as a divider. And then on this side here we have obviously the weekly menu, what we've had for dinner. I've used these trackers just to track skincare and how often I'm journaling. I really want to get back into journaling and planning. I've been kind of off about the entire thing. So I just had these used square boxes which I use for audiobooks. So at the moment I'm listening to Diabound by Sable Sorensen, and then TV binge, watch some dramas and Netflix. And then Nintendo, which I wanted to do this week, I wanted to purchase the new kind of, it's like the van game, but I haven't bought it yet. I didn't get the chance to play. And then goal was to journal each day, but I only managed 3 out of 7, which is fine. And then I had some things that I wanted to do, so film, edit, design, and then focus, but didn't get to film, didn't get to edit, didn't get to design. And then focus was finish up the WIP project, which is knitting, which I did. I need to block the squares, I need to finish the projects, which I haven't done, and then take the time out to relax, which I did yesterday, which was brilliant. And then we had cleaning, which is all the laundry, the living room, and vacuuming. Haven't got around to that. And what I mean by vacuuming, we do vacuum on a daily basis with the kind of handheld hoover. It's just more of like getting around the skirting board, trying to, get behind furniture, that type of thing. And then I wrote FaceTime, just as a memory. I FaceTime my niece, and then game time, nothing. Book that I'm reading is Diebound. I'm actually tandem reading. And then a birthday I've written was Hubbies. And I just really like the way that it's turned out. I think it's wonderful. I wouldn't have thought that something like this I would stick to writing each day, but I think because it's in such small sections, I found it very easily accessible, and it took me 5 minutes at the end of the night. And then I decided one evening to set up the next week's plan. Now this bookmark is gorgeous. It's a recent I don't want to say purchase, but a recent purchase from a subscription box. I am the ambassador for Under the Rowan Trees, and this is the Rowan Berry Box, November's autumn theme. And we received this beautiful leaf theme, and I just thought, how lovely does it go with my TN notebook? So I've popped it in here for now. I'll just move that to the side. And then this is the kit that I have used again from Josephine Bow Designs, and I think this one is called All the Bows or Oboes something, and I just absolutely love it. So again, I set it up in a similar way where we've got obviously Monday to Sunday. Again, I wasn't sure what the stars were until like I got to this section. I'm like, oh, you can use them as like trackers, like not trackers, like little headers. But I've just put some here, and it's fine because you only have 5 of these little tabs. So I just added them there. And then again, I've just written when payday is, hello weekend banner. And then we've got again our meal plans. We had a little already scripted here. So I've just wrote plan time, which is the same as journaling. These boxes again, I will choose what I want to use them as the week. Now normally I would use a script, but because they've already got these really cute bows and I don't want to cover them, so I'm just going to write whatever I feel like writing in there. So at the moment I've got loads of different appointments. Today we're on Monday the 27th, and then we've got 1, 2, 3 appointments consecutively. Friday not so much. I've got some different plans. I'm gonna go do like a food shop, meal shop. I then obviously want to purchase the Nintendo game. I think it's called Van Life or something. I'm really looking forward to it. So I want to do that. And again, this week I want to not carry over as such, because I am currently doing this kind of mini plan with me, but an actual plan with me for November. And then like the berry box I've already filmed before this, so I don't know whether I want to be repetitive in my list, but at the same time I want to be able to mark down what's important. So for example, today needed to go and do a click and collect for some car parts, so I did that, but also I started a new book on my Kindle. I am reading Diebound, but because it's a tandem read, I have to wait until I'm able to actually listen to it, even though I could just read it and I'm faster reading it. But of course, when you listen to an audiobook, it's hours and hours of audiobooks. I've literally been doing that since the beginning of the month, and I was just on the go. When I'm on the go, I want to be able to read something, so I started a new book, and then I also finished my knitting project. But I do need to I don't have like a place to be able to stretch out my knitting. Is it called stretch out? No, it's not. It's called, I've written it down here so you know, blocking. That's it, blocking the squares. So that's a little project I wanted to do. And then of course this is going to be a really busy week. We've got the end of the month, beginning of the month, I've got stuff on my website that I need to sort out. So I'm really going to use this as a way to just get down the basic pieces of information. And I know this might sound a bit silly because I do have a Hobonichi Weeks, but that's usually for financial stuff, but I haven't used it at all, maybe just like 1 month or 2 months. But I thought what I would do is in the month of next year, I'll use the same notebook for finances, and January that I've missed I'll just leave and then just start from whatever month is empty. So this is why I wanted to do it in here. Now I know in itself there's quite a lot of pages, so you know, if I'm using one kit per week, and I don't necessarily have to use, you know, Josephine Bow Designs kits, or in general any kits. I could use any ones, but I do like the feel of them, and I do like the way that it gives you the foil and the pop of colour, and that normally, you know, the darker brown on this TN you wouldn't really expect, oh, this type of colour. So I do have, I think, one more kit maybe after this, but of course we've got the advents in, what is it, advents in December. Yeah, the advents in December, so I'm not sure which size I picked. I can't remember now. I'll have to double check and look. So I'm not sure what we'll be getting in there. And of course, I always treat myself on my birthday to a few of the kits, so which I'll be doing as well. So we'll see how we get on. I've got one more for next week, and then maybe I'll see if I will be continuing on, because I do have lots of other, like, what's the word, I may not have like the weekly planners or the little date dashes or these, but I do have loads of different square boxes. I've got some full kits, so maybe I can use all of them. And all of the Josephine Bow Designs kits are colourful, and that's what I need right now. I've been feeling like not a little bit low as such, but just a lot's going on at the moment, and having colour in this notebook has given me joy, and I just want to be able to enjoy planning again. That's what I'm trying to say without really going, you know, all the way around. Only problem I find that these don't actually lay flat, and I wish they did, because for example, like, it just pops up a little bit, and I know once I get to the other side it will be easier, but for now it's a little bit frustrating. So I thought what we could do is just fill up some of the bits that I need to fill up together. So first off, we're going to start off with skincare. I wasn't sure if I wanted to just write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, or is it just like, I think I will, and then I can just mark it off. And then I've already done my skincare, which is fine, so I could just mark it off. And then we're also planning now, so it's the same thing. And then dinner is jacket potato and cheese and beans, which is going to be lovely. I'm just going to write jacket P. I suppose that's self-explanatory. And then today as such it was collect car parts, book appointment, block squares, and then we're going to be film. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And then I want to write here this week, which for me will be film and edit. Film and edit. And then I also have there's something else. Yeah, I need to finish. I need to write a couple of things that are important on here, which I'm just going to write finish blanket. I have a blanket that it's been knitted and blocked, but I've not had the chance to sew around a kind of silk trim around it. That's something that I want to do as well. I also need to complete a form. And then this week film edit, I also need to email somebody that I'm helping. For privacy, I'll just put it down as G. And then I need to write my short story. If you didn't know, I actually write short stories, and I've currently got one which is called My Creative Confessions Log over on my website. And it's about a lady called Nina, who writes she's an author, and she writes fantasy books, but in her spare time between her books she writes for a local online newspaper, and people write in with kind of their problems in their local town and what their struggles are, and she helps them. And then at the side of that, we get to hear stories of, it's called In Between the Lines, so the same characters, we then get to see their stories develop and move forward. So it's like behind the scenes technically. So that's something I also need to finish. I've got a couple done, but I need to do some more. So I'm just going to put it down. CCL log, and then I also need to do blog post plus email issue. I like to do them together. I haven't done an email issue in quite a while. I've just been really focusing on trying not to kind of sink a little bit. I've been really overwhelmed, and then we've had some personal things go on, and then my sister's daughter hasn't been well, so it's just been a lot. And when things like that happen, you don't really concentrate on these type of things. One thing I've really been concentrating on is my knitting, which has given me a focus every evening, so that's been nice. But now I've finished that, I need to block the squares and then finish the project. So I just need to write block squares. It sounds silly, but if I don't write it, I'm not going to finish it. And then I also so far it's finished, like a complete form. I think that's all I'm going to put on for now. And then I usually like to write one thing that's happened or enjoyed, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that and just mark down like important things maybe. And then obviously in here I want to be able to make use of this section as well. So I don't know what it will be, what I'll mark. Is it just a cleaning list for the day or something like that? Because last week I did the cleaning list here, which wasn't enough space. So we'll see how the week gets on. I'm just going to show you next week's kit, if I still have it here. I mean, I do have leftovers from this particular kit. I know it's from this one here. These are called Bobos. Is it the same kit? No, this one was called All the Bows, that's right. And then I have these like leftover boxes, but I've got 3 here, which if I wanted to use I could. And then I've got a weekend banner, but I'm thinking about keeping this for something else. I thought I had it out. I'm just going to go have a quick look and I'll be back. Yeah, I found them. So I have all of these kind of weekly kits, so things like this I could carry on using them, and for the following week. So, and then I have them in different colors. I also have these boxes, some of these. So I think combined, I think I'm just going to continue as I am for now. But then next week's, I have kept this. It's called Daisy Chain, and I just think it's stunning. So I think what I'm going to do for next week is set this up and use this. If I do need some extra boxes, I've got them, but I think for now, as long as I've got a full kit, I think I'll use the full kit, and then when I don't have a full kit anymore, I can then mix and match between them. But don't you think it's so pretty? It's absolutely stunning. So for now, I think that's what my intention is. Well, and as for the rest of the sections, I will just fill them in as I go along throughout the day, and mostly in the evening. I've enjoyed doing this in the evening. I popped on the projector in the bedroom. My husband set that out for me. I think it's just much cozier in the winter time, so I think I can do that on the evening. And then we also have another section here which I'm not quite sure what to use for as yet, so I was thinking maybe I can take this out and then so it not be as bulky. But I also have started journaling here, which I don't think I'd want to share online as yet because it's just a little bit personal. And then also these here, if I'm not taking my planner out on the go, I'm not sure if I need to have this section in. I haven't decided, because I think this would fit in my book, in my bag, if I took some of the extra parts out. But in reality, when I'm out, I only just need a pen, so we'll see. So I just think I like the way it all looks and goes together. And then now we have this section here. I thought I had I do actually have a cream, I think it's by Lamy Pens fountain pen. I did want to start using that, but on the stickers that's a no-go, maybe just for the journaling side of it all. Well, I think this is my updated TN Traveler's Notebook, I don't know what you want to call it, setup as such. We'll see how we get along, and I think I'm going to continue this as it is into the new year as well, because it's so versatile. I also found that I had some little stamps as well, so if I did needed to use an extra setup, I can. It's got the months on there, it's got water, sleep and mood trackers. You've got numbers 1 to 10, your little tracker thing. This is, I'm not sure, like maybe to add a section. You've got a clock on there, to do, little tag, weather. Then you've got these teeny tiny sections, Monday to Sunday. And again, I'm not sure what they'd be used for, but some of them it'd be useful. So if I needed to, I could use that. I've got a brown Crafting's Companion ink set, which I purchased from Under the Rowan Trees. It came in the Rowan Berry box, so I could use that brown and it would match as well. But at the moment, I'm really enjoying the kind of purple theme and the pop of colour. So we'll see how we get on. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment box below. And if there's anything specific you need to know and you want to DM me, you can follow me on social media. And of course, you can subscribe to my channel by clicking the bell box below to receive notifications of upcoming videos. And you can find all things related to My Creative Chronic Life at www.mycreativechroniclife.co.uk. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.